shit. Is that how we start this? Is that how we start this? Is that how we start this podcast? Huh? This is the podcast that will fucking turn when it's all said and done. Everybody will run to this podcast for answers, for laughter, for emotional support, whatever you need. This podcast is the drug you need. You know what? I gotta stop amping up my weekends and shit, bro, because I consider myself a superhero amongst mortals, right? And not, you should worship me or no shit like that. But just in, like, when it comes to daily life, I consider myself kind of superhero-ish, right? But, dude, I have been feeling Clark Kentish. Maybe because I'm probably have about as much money as him. But I'm feeling Clark Kentish. I've been feeling Clark Kentish. You know what I'm saying? I've been feeling Clark Kentish. And I was like, oh shit. Like my job gave me 2 days off, right? But they didn't just give me any 2 days off. They was rocking with the G. They gave me Friday and Saturday off. And I said, oh shit. I'm gonna become Superman this weekend and fucking turn up. Not even turn up. Fuck all that turn up shit. Like, create content, make life a movie. Didn't do none of that shit, bro. Didn't do none of that shit. So what I need to do is start lowering my expectations of what... Like the only time I really feel superhero-ish is when I create content, right? And then I'm doing comedy and all that stuff. But for the most part, otherwise, I'm Clark Kent, nigga. And I've been Clark Kent for a minute. I'm tired of being Clark Kent. At least be Bruce Wayne. But I was blessed enough to see that UFC fight on Saturday. And that shit was stupid live, dude. That shit was stupid live. I really didn't know who was going to win. And honestly, I don't really have any favorite fighters. I do always go for the black fighter, though. So I was like, is he going to win? And because I got to support him, right? Even though he's not my favorite, I got to support him. But that dude was bad, motherfucker. Can you imagine somebody beating you up 3 times? He beat him up 3 times. I was like, oh, shit. But yeah, like I was supposed to hang out with this girl from Bumble. I thought she was not necessarily the one, but I thought she was somebody to hold on to for a while. Here's the story. So women play games, right? I feel like women play games when you first meet them. I feel like women have more games when you first meet them. If you ever hear a woman talk, when she talks about how to meet a man, probably some bullshit that's gonna come out of her mouth on what she wants, right? But niggas, they play games after they get the girl, so they trying to get other pussy and shit. Women make you jump through fucking hurdles and hoops, and then they go, okay, well, I'm gonna settle down. Women make you jump through hurdles and hoops. Men, they get the girl, find out she's not that great, and then they just keep the girl and then get another girl. And then women wonder why. It's because you were born from the get-go. You was born. I actually told a woman that. I said, she was like, I thought she, I was looking at her from afar and I was trying to talk to her and get to know her. And I was like, so what's so great about you? And she was like, she said, you got to find out. I said, so nothing? I said that to her. I was like, so nothing? Listen, if you have something that you're proud of, tell me. Why would you wait to tell me of what's so great about you? And I saw her Instagram page, and I was like, yeah, I was right. There was nothing that made me go, wow, I got to get with this girl, other than the fact that I really wanted to just, get with her. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? And I was like, yeah, there's probably nothing that... And then, but anyway, got this food cooking in the oven. I lost some food earlier. Lost some food. What the fuck? Anyway. This shit's good. This is good. This is that cough. That's what we call back in my suburban little neighborhood. We call it that cough. 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 12 years ago, I blew out my knee, right? It was 12, 13 years ago, right? I blew out my knee. And I was a really nice guy after that because I didn't want nobody beating me up. 12 years later, I try to fight people now. And I'm not afraid of people disliking me. Total flip of a person. Seven years ago, we're always different people, but there's some monuments that I'm proud of. But let's not talk about me. Anyway, so I don't think, that student loan forgiveness, that shit ain't looking too good. That shit ain't looking too good. So I'm gonna have to pay that shit back. I'm gonna have to pay my shit back if they don't want to forgive it, which I doubt they will, not because I'm speaking bad on the universe, but I'm speaking realistically. I pray that they do, though. I pray that they do. But, so that's the world news right there. There's still a war going on. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't pay attention to the war. I just know there's a war going on. I don't know what city is doing what. I don't know who's evacuating where. I don't know none of that shit. And is that part really important? No, it's important to know that there's a war going on. Is it really important to know that 2 planes got shot the fuck down? As long as they're not ours, right? As long as it's not ours. But it's like, as long as you have an idea what's going on in the world, I told a joke not too long ago, and I realized it was it was bad, not because it was a bad joke, but it was offensive, and I was like, oh shit, I could actually. It was one of the few times where I was like, man, I actually have to watch what I say. Because that was offensive. I was like, yeah, I'm working on my abortion kicks. My abortion kicks. And then somebody laughed, but then we looked at this woman who actually had a kid, who recently had a kid. And we was like, uh-oh. We kind of was like, we can't say that. I can't say that. Coach can't laugh at that. Because it's always cool until somebody says it's not fucking cool. And you be like, man, I thought this person was cool. They was standing there being offended the whole fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Next thing, now it's a talk. So I was like, oh, I gotta wait on. I gotta watch what I say. She actually had a kid, a newborn. I was thinking, I was like, uh-oh. I actually, I can't be a comic all the time now. Well, I mean, you can, but you can't say everything you want. Abortion kicks. Abortion kicks. I gotta write a bit about that. You know what? I'm actually gonna start writing down my raps or my jokes. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really write my jokes down. I came up with the crack joke when I thought I was bombing. I was sitting there staring at this audience, and I had told one of my punchlines, and nobody said anything. And I was like, so I started smoking crack, right? And that's how that fucking joke came up. There you go. Right there. I said, so I started smoking crack, right? And the audience, I was like, I knew they were going to love it. The thing is, it was the first time I said it, and I watched the audience just roll with laughter. I was like, man, did I just figure that shit out? You know what? I gotta do that. That's how I advertise that shit. Okay, that's how I advertise it for the content. Okay, yeah, that's how I advertise it for my content. What's up, universe? What's up, universe? What's up, universe? What's up, what's up, what's up? This is the Turner's Memes Universal Podcast. This is the Turner's Memes Universal Podcast. It's 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 the Turner's Memes Universal Podcast. Whoa! Everybody sit the fuck down. Everybody sit the fuck down. Anyway, what the fuck is up, universe? What the fuck is up? What the fuck is up? Are we slowly trying to forget about Thanksgiving? Think about it. It goes October, Halloween shit, and then straight to Christmas shit. But Christmas shit is up in September. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen not one motherfucking Thanksgiving pilgrim. No white pilgrim. Wanna know why? Because we're awake now. America be like, man, why are we celebrating this white shit? They killed motherfuckers. And we're celebrating this shit. Think about that. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving like that. I mean, I like the time. I like holidays where I get my day off. So if I'm not actually clocking in to somebody else's time, then that's a holiday that I'll celebrate. Like summer was my favorite season holiday because you didn't have to go to fucking school. Christmas was okay. Christmas was never my favorite holiday like that, actually. Christmas was never my favorite holiday. It was always summer. Summer's longer. What the fuck? Makes sense. And on top of that, my birthday is in the summer, so I was like, it went birthday and then fucking summer. No school. That was cool. But school is cool, though. School is cool. I just don't like homework, nigga. Learning is fun. Don't tell me what I gotta do after I leave this bitch. I had a big ass problem with that. I remember I was like, listen, don't take all of my advice, okay? Just hear me out. I gotta get some new glasses. Oh, is that phone charged yet? Okay, I gotta look up that prescription. Oh, that's not the phone. Oh. Yeah, school is cool. But man, here's what that got me though. That Bill Cosby shit got me because Bill Cosby did a stand-up. Well, he had a comedy special, and he was like, man, I never got homework. I never did homework. As soon as I got home, that was the end of my homework. And honestly, that stuck with me. Because I was like, why the fuck do I have to go home? Why are they telling me what to do when I gotta go home? I thought about that shit. And I thought about this shit a lot. So you're in school 8 hours a day, like a regular fucking job, 5 days a week, right? That's 40 hours a week, right? They tell you have to study in college 2 hours for every class outside of class. Now, I had 5 classes. That's 10 hours. That's 10 hours, nigga. You're in school 40 hours. You got to study 2 extra hours for every class. That's 10 hours, right? That's 10 hours outside of class that you're supposed to study for 5 days a week. That's 50 hours, nigga. That's 90 hours of motherfucking school, nigga. And you gotta do that shit every fucking day for 9 months. And then they got a problem when you go to fucking sleep and shit. Like teachers, they grade papers, right? But they can grade papers whenever the fuck they want. Teachers have aides to grade AIDS degrade. They have help. When I was in high school and in middle school, teachers got other students to grade their papers and shit for free. Students were so happy to grade fucking papers. Look at that shit. Grade fucking papers. Students were happy to be other teachers' aides to grade their papers. This was real. This was real. This is the middle school I went to. This is the high school I went to. So with that being stated, you gotta go to school 40 hours a week. I went to school from fucking 7:30 to 2:30, nigga. So 5, 7, so 5, 7 hours, right? 7 hours of school for me, right? But we'll say 8 because I used to go to school from 8:30 to motherfucking 3:30, right? So that's same thing, right? 7 hours. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 9, 10, 11, 12. 7 hours. So that's 49 hours of school. Right? No, nigga, you go 5 days a week. So that's 35 hours of school. Right? But I had 5 classes. I went. Oh, okay. So 49, 50 hours, 49, 7 days. Oh, dude, I went 5 days a week. So, but you get what I'm saying. So, I had 5 classes. I went 5 days a week, right? You go for 8 hours. You're supposed to study for 2 hours. That's 90 hours of shit. That's 90 hours. 90 hours. 2 hours per class. 10 hours plus times 5 is motherfucking 50 plus 49 hours. Right? Dude, no, hold on. You go for 7 days. You go for you go for 5 days, 7 hours. Or 8 hours. So 40 hours. We rough it up to 40 hours. No, 7. You go for 7. 7. So 7 times 5, 35. Plus 50. Nigga, that's still 85 fucking hours of fucking school. Nigga, 85 hours of school for 9 months. And you're supposed to do that shit all the way up until you're 18 years old. No! How the fuck does that make sense? And then they get mad when you want to fucking put your head down. Bitch, I don't give a fuck what your problem is. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't go to sleep. And then they send you to the office for fucking sleeping. He was like, they got, man. Anyway, so I enjoy learning. I just don't like homework. Or I don't like being told what the fuck to do, to be honest with you. I'm not even gonna lie. Not because I have a problem with authority. Just, I want to be a free person. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being stated, where was I going with this? School. Man, I don't even fucking remember. Let's talk about some shit. A fucking 5-foot alligator was eaten by a fucking Burmese python. A Burmese python. Nigga. Alligator's an apex ass predator, nigga. A fucking snake got you. Nigga, you was not ready. You got teeth and legs. And this nigga still got you, bro? Shut up. This nigga got teeth, legs, and scale. And he got whooped by a snake. This nigga ain't got no motherfucking arms, legs. This nigga's one big muscle. And you got whooped. Snake's a bad motherfucker, bro. Man, I lost that food. Oh, Bumble. Yeah. I met this chick. I thought she was cool because, niggas play games, right? So I actually played her, maybe, right? For the simple fact is I thought we were going to hang out on that Friday, and then she was like, oh, I'm in bed. And I was like, she bullshitting. Some women will say hi, but they want you to ask them out a bunch. Because I remember I had 4 girls I had matched. And I asked them all to hang out multiple times, right? And they all were like, oh, I'm busy. Oh, you got to, this, that, and the third. So they wanted me, they'll start the conversation with you. They just not going to ask you out. And I was like, these bitches just want me to ask them out a bunch so they can figure out what. And I was like, man, hell no. So I unmatched her, right? But that's because I thought she was just bullshitting. I rematched her because I kind of felt bad. I was like, man, she was kind of pretty. She rematched me back and said something, right? And I was like, all right, cool. So we started talking. And now it's been a week, though. So I tried to hang out with her Friday. She was like, oh, I'm babysitting. Saturday's fine. And then Saturday rolled around. She goes, oh, I'm at a Renaissance fair. If not, we can hang out motherfucking tomorrow, which is today. I was like, man, I'm not going to keep asking this fucking woman out. Fuck all that, bro. So I just deleted her number. Not forever alone, though. But still, that shit, they want you to just keep asking them out. Fuck all that. Until they get good and ready. That's like, man, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Only reason why I asked her out a couple times is because she actually rematched me and said hi. Because I had this one girl unmatch me. Because the thing is, it's all about energy. Matching energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a manipulation thing. Like, if that person takes 30 minutes to fucking answer, regardless of what they're doing, you take 30 minutes to answer. It's not a whole... Like, if you're one of those people that look at a message and go, oh, I'm going to make this person wait because it's the chase, you're going to end up alone. That's what I'm saying. You're going to end up alone. All the little games you play... They add up. They add up. And if you're playing these type of games like, oh, you're making this person wait or you're bailing on this person, chances are it's probably because you know you're not that cool. Deep down, you probably know you're not that cool. You probably don't have too much to offer. That's probably why you do that. Because a lot of y'all be in just basic relationships. I.e., you know, y'all get along, but y'all don't do anything special. You know, I've seen a relationship like that. I was sat back and I was like, you know, what did these people have that was so special that kept them together? Which they were together for a while. I was just surprised. Not because I wanted them to break up. No, I didn't want that. But, you know, they were just two different people who just had like a couple things in common. They had two very small things in common, which I guess kept them together. But otherwise... They had different everything. You know, and it was the most basic shit. Like, do you like... I'm trying to decide if I should say it because these people might hear the podcast. These, you know, I'm not trying to offend them. And I mean that. Like, I mean that. I'm not necessarily trying to offend these people, but looking back at their relationship, it was like, damn, they were together that long? Good for them, but it was kind of surprising. It was like, you know, they had different tastes in music. One of them played video games, the other one didn't. It was like, you know, they would just, I don't know. It was something there, but you know what I'm saying? But they were, from my eyes, with all that being said, they were just a basic couple. They didn't do anything fun. They did couple shit, like go on the trips and shit and go on dates. That's couple shit. But like, oh, you know, where's the spontaneousness? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really be believing these women's dating profiles and shit like that, other than the fact that they say they're not gonna message first. Everything is like, you gotta meet these people. But I tried to meet her because I unmatched her for no reason. And I kind of regretted it. I said, oh. So I created another profile and she matched me again. I said, oh shit. But then I asked her out a couple times. She kept bailing. So I was like, no, she ain't the one. Because I feel like people that do that, listen, if you got something awesome, why would you not want to share it? If you're, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's like money. I get that. But everything else is like, you don't want to share your talents with the world? I do. I mean, maybe you might be shy about your talents. But like, so I was trying to talk to this one chick, and I was looking at her, and I was like, man, ain't nothing special about her except her booty. I can already tell. And then, but she was nice. And, nice is good. Just, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm not... I'm average in a sense of status. Okay? And maybe even in a sense of talent. But I do... For right now. Or even mediocre. We could say that. Because average is cool. Average is good in a world where there's no talent. Right? That's good. But mediocre is like suck. Maybe I'm just talking. But whatever. So we can even say I'm mediocre getting to be great. Right? I know I'm getting great. But right where I'm at right now, mediocre. That's cool. I'm self-realization. But what I'm saying is but I do stuff, right? And I want to share that with a woman, right? But maybe that might be intimidating for her. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, I can't even say somebody who's out there doing it and she's, just at home cooking and cleaning. And when she gets home, you know what I'm saying? I remember hearing a conversation like that with this. I heard it. I wasn't a part of it. And she was saying to another coworker, she was like, yeah, my boyfriend is, he's questioning me a lot. Like, why am I not doing anything? And stuff like that. And she was like, I am doing something, I'm just waiting to get ready for work. He was like, well, every time I come home, you kind of just watching TV. You know what I'm saying? Do something. And I find it, and that click, she's average, or she's not even average. She's the part of the cycle. A woman who comes home and watches Netflix and she doesn't have any hobbies. I should just break that down. She doesn't have any hobbies, or she's not pursuing anything to make her better or even exciting. You know what I'm saying? So she didn't understand that, but me, I understood it. A little bit, I think. I don't know. I just remember hearing this. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not going to stop being awesome. I'm not going to stop my talent or developing myself for nobody. Especially some pussy. Fuck all that. I've already chose awesomeness over pussiness. Like this. Whenever I had the option to date the girl or go see the UFC fight, and I went and saw the UFC fight, I was not... Maybe if she had been a little bit more attractive, I would have considered, but even still, bro, I look back at that, I told that to my first martial arts instructor and my second martial arts instructor, and they all went, hell yeah, bro. And then I ended up meeting the people on the fucking fighting cage. What a fucking small world. Small fucking world. And to throw that, and the thing is me and that girl, I didn't even know her, and on top of that, we had been arguing. Imagine her coming over. Dude, I just could only imagine the worst trying to pursue that. I told her, I was like, I'm really happy you came to visit. She came from another city, and I had blocked this chick. This is a true story. She came from another city, and I had blocked her, never even met her. And she came to meet me. Right? And I was like, okay, cool. But she came at the wrong time. Well, she can never come at the wrong time. But her arrival to the city with her car was bad timing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had to keep asking. I was like, man, I'm not gonna keep asking this stupid asshole out. Real talk. Now I'm getting angry. I was like, oh, I thought we were gonna chill Friday. Oh, I'm babysitting. Bitch, you knew the fuck you was babysitting. Saturday's good. Bitch, you knew you was. I'm not finna play these motherfucking bullshit games with you. I'm kind of angry about it. But I deleted her number. Not that proud of that, but things have to happen. Can't keep. I'm not looking for no fucking text buddy for her to. Oh, what are you doing today? How are you doing? Can I hang out with you? Not tonight, but I really want to see you. I don't give a fuck. Because if I have to wait that long, believe me, if we have sex, I'm going to get the fuck up and leave. Ain't going to be no cuddling. You're going to try and cuddle, you're going to find yourself outside. And she's like, I thought I was going to stay tonight. Oh, no, I have something to do. Just like you flaked on me a bunch of times. I said, well, you flaked on me first. You said Friday. Then you started babysitting. He says, you know what I'm saying? Match the energy. It's not about manipulation. Those games add up. If you know what I'm saying, that's why. The games add up. We see you open the message. You say, oh, I'm busy. Doing what? If you tell me you were in an epic gaming match, she tells me she was in an epic gaming match, I'll believe that. But she goes, oh, I don't know. But the only way you find out if they're busy is if that, you catch them online. They log online. He was like, "What's so?" Some people know that they're dull. Some people are dull and they don't know it, and that's even worse. Some people know that they're like fucking boring. They got nothing going except the fucking Netflix show that they want to watch. Oh, so it said Frankie Edgar was 5'6", right? I was like, okay, cool. But then he stood up to Aljamain Sterling. It said Aljamain Sterling was 5'7". I was like, dude, are you kidding me? That's what 5'7" is? That's what 5'6" is? Man, I don't know. I was like, man, Aljamain Sterling was a big motherfucker, bro. I was like, and Frankie Edgar, he fought at a couple different weight classes. That nigga got knee nasty, bro. Oh my god. That was bad. But in fights, when you knock somebody out and you stand over him and say, what now, bitch? Fuck all that. If I knock anybody out, I'm standing over them. I'm the man, motherfucker. Something. You gotta give a punchline after you knock somebody out. Real talk. Otherwise, fuck all that. Don't be humble. Knock them out. You know what? I was still thinking about that heated altercation I got into. I don't know if I talked about that. I got into this heated altercation in MMA. The dude, he punched me in the face. The long story short is we were supposed to be punching in the body with our hands and only takedowns. And he started punching me in the face. And I was like... And the thing is I let it go on for a couple seconds. I let him hit me a few times. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should have just said, hey, bro, chill out, before it even escalated. But in my eyes, the coach saw it. And they were calling out the instructions. So I know he heard it. We both heard it. Because the coach said it multiple times. And then, you know what I'm saying? So I know he was just, I don't know. That shit, to this day, like, I'm trying to figure out, like, what the fuck was this guy thinking? Like, real talk, because, like, he brought that ass whooping on himself. I didn't necessarily kick his ass. I did get the better of that situation. Facts. That nigga hit me like the 5th time, he did it a lot, actually. Because after the 3rd time, I was like, oh, okay, cool. He hit me a couple more times, and I was like, oh no. So I just kicked him. I push kicked him in the fucking left side of his stomach, lower intestine area. Or what is the left lower side? Is there an organ there? I don't know. I think it's your appendix. I think it's your appendix. I punched the nigga in his appendix. I think he had to go to the hospital after that. Not fucking playing. The thing is, I was wondering where those body shots working until he folded like a fucking chair in front of his kid. What now, bitch? I thought about saying that, but there was too many people there. I left after that, bro. I got paranoid. I thought them fools was gonna jump me. They was gonna beat me up after that, bro. They was not. He said, "Oh yeah, you left." Yeah, nigga. Hell yeah, I left after that. I just beat you up multiple times in your own backyard and your brother. You think I'm gonna stay around for that, nigga? Anyway. With that being stated, yeah, I keep thinking what the fuck was this guy's problem? Cause you brought that on yours. He brought that on himself. But a little part of me is like, damn, why didn't I just say, bro, we're supposed to throw body shots? You know what I'm saying? If anything, I kind of egged it on because I was like, I'm gonna let it keep going, and then maybe he might get the hand. And then I kicked him, and then he threw a hard fucking right punch. I'm talking about this shit. I was like, oh, so that's what we doing. I was like, all right, the next punch I'm going to hit him, and I'm just going to hit him after that, and I'm going to hit him after that, and then we're just going to fight. So that's what I did. I was like, we're going to fight. I fired off my right hand, and then I threw a left. I don't know, I just got the better of him because he was folded over. He folded over while he took the fetal position, but he was still standing up. He just curled up. I punched on him. I was like, you wanted this, motherfucker. Yeah, motherfucker. I was like, I think about that. I was like, I should have just started kneeing that nigga in the head, bro. Fuck all that. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not trying. I don't really give a fuck. Should just knocked him out. Just left him there. That's kind of embarrassing. You're like, man, you started that shit, and then it got resolved, and it got resolved the way you didn't. It didn't get resolved the way you wanted it to get resolved. Know what I'm saying? Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? No, I'm talking about girl, who you playing? Because we can't have a picket fence and acres and acres of land. I switched up the lyrics on that one. I know. Oh, fuck. Okay, this is some Bible shit. So, Bathsheba was a demon. I was looking up on motherfucking YouTube, and it was like some shit, right? Because that's what YouTube is. It's just information and shit. So with that being stated, it said that. And I was like, but didn't David fall for Bathsheba? Right? That was some nigga's wife. And I was like, so is she a demon? What the fuck is going on in the Bible, nigga? That's what I flipped to. I didn't flip to, but I started thinking. I was like, hey, man, they said I remember hearing this. David coveted another man's wife, and then he sent that nigga to the front line to die. But now they're saying that it's a demon. What the fuck was David into, bro? What the fuck? I gotta go read the Bible again. Mm-hmm. Like they say Jezebel was a hoe, right? But we don't know why she was a hoe. Well, yeah. We don't know what the fuck happened to her before that. They just called this girl a hoe. I think, right? Look her up. I'm gonna look her up. Oh. She has been denounced as many as murderer, prostitute, and enemy of God. Yet there is much to admire is an ancient claim. After her marriage to King Ahab, Jezebel emerges as a power behind the throne. Oh, was a killer and a prostitute, but she had a good side. Okay, see? Listen to that. Everybody's got a good and bad. All right. I've met a Jezebel before in my life, so there we go. You know what I'm saying? So with that being stated, we don't know how this woman got to being like that. You know, we don't know this woman's childhood. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what her parents were like. We don't know if she grew up rich or poor. I mean, maybe we do know if we read the Bible, but I don't know that. But still, they don't talk about everything that happened all the way up to she became this Jezebel. So before we start judging motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, Bathsheba. Didn't he get that chick pregnant too? On some Jerry Springer shit? Interesting. I know this one guy. He told me he sat when he peed his whole life. He said, I've sat when I peed my whole life. But then I was like, nigga, you went to jail, didn't you? He did. I know he... And I was like... I was telling this dude this who's been to prison. I'm not gonna say his name, but know a lot of people that have been there. It's not bragging. It's just life. It happens. We're all trying to do better, right? With that being stated, I was like, but these two people are from the same place. They're both from like Louisiana, right? And he was like, I was telling him, I was like, yeah, this dude told me he sat when he peed his whole life. And he don't be taking showers. I was like, he said, yeah, that nigga somebody got to him. And I was like, that shit makes sense, nigga. He was like, yeah, the dude was telling me, he was like, yeah, he was probably somebody's bitch. I was like, yeah, it makes sense. He did say he sat when he peed his whole life. And I was like, I thought about that. I was like, nigga, you went to jail, bro. You was sitting and peeing around. I mean, you do what you want, right? But like, I was just thinking, like, I'm pretty sure that means some bitch shit, right? I'm pretty sure that means some bitch shit. And then the dude, he was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. He was like, I mean, I'll say, fucking makes sense to me now. That shit makes sense to me now. I was like, nigga, you see me pee. I mean, you know, I guess we do what we want, right? But I was like, nigga, you went to... I keep thinking that shit. We just gonna skip that. I never. He was like, I sit when I pee, man. I sit when I pee. I've been sitting when I pee my whole life. What? What? I mean, whatever, I guess. Who am I to judge? But I was like, somebody called wind of that. That's what the dude was sounds like. He was like, yeah, that nigga was sitting with peeing. He was like, yeah, they was making the nigga sit when he pee. I was like, that. And I was like, yeah, he has, you're supposed to, I don't know. I bathe every day. I try to, right? Try to. But, you always notice that one motherfucker that be going like days without showering. Like, man, nigga, you smell the same. I know this one guy, he smells the same all the time. He'd be like, what do you wash your clothes with? Hot water? You just wash your clothes in hot water and throw them in the dryer with fabric softener on damp for like 2 minutes and you hang them out to dry? What's up? I was like, man, nigga, you wash your clothes with cold water and that's it, huh? You just wash them with cold water and hang them out to dry. This nigga smelled the same all the time, bro. He smelled like shame. It smelled like shame, bro. Like he'd be up all night doing meth and jerking off. That's what it fucking smelled like, bro. Now, I don't know the smell of meth, okay? But what I'm getting at is he would always like, he would do certain gestures that make me think that he was high. And I'd be like, oh, okay, maybe that's meth. And then I'd be like, dude, even when pull him to the side, be like, hey man, you smell the fucking same, bro. You need to add some soap to the motherfucking clothes of yours, bro. You smell the same, nigga. I knew this one dude, he would make me uncomfortable. I knew there was something up with him. I'm not gonna, hold on. Let's see how much I want to say. Okay. So if you see somebody in the same spot for this all the time, something's wrong, right? If you see a homeless, if you see somebody on the street in the same fucking spot every day, either they got a job or they're fucking homeless, right? Chances are they're probably fucking homeless because if they got a job, they'll probably be wearing a uniform. Unless they're handing out cards or an entrepreneur or some shit like that, right? So with that being stated, this one dude, he would be in the same fucking spot all the time when I would talk to him, right? But then he would do some weird ass ticks. I'm talking about this shit was so fucking weird. Like, it was just so weird. I'd be like, and then he would smell the same. But he would smell like, he would smell like B.O., motherfucker. This nigga would smell like B fucking O. Right? Like, listen. He would smell the same. And he always smelled like that. And I was like, man, is nobody going to fucking say anything? Maybe I should say something. But I knew something was up with this guy. Because, one, he would smell the same. Two, he would be in the same spot And he would be there for a long fucking time, right? At my job. He'd be there for a long fucking time. I'm talking about a long fucking time from the time it opened damn near to the time it closed. Like I would go home and come back, nigga. This nigga would still be there, bro. This nigga would still fucking be there. And I'd be like, oh my fucking Lord. This guy's running from something, right? And he would smell the same. And he had this weird fucking tick about him. And I was like, what the fuck? I knew what it was, bro. I knew what it was. I knew what it was. I was like, yeah, this guy is either. I knew he was. I was like, I think he's depressed. Let's just put it like that. I think he's depressed. And then I figured out that he was. And then my hypothesis came to a conclusion after a year and a half. Let's see, it's been about a year. Yep. And I was right. Because it was on his face. I was like, man, I figured that shit out, bro. I figured that shit out. I'd be like, dude, it was just this weird fucking tick. I can't even say it because somebody's gonna hear this podcast and they're gonna point him out. I don't want to get. But I was like, I know this nigga can't go around like kids and do that shit. It was just this weird fucking tick, bro. It was just this. I'd be like, man, and it would make me uncomfortable because I was like, I would have conversations with him and he would just do the tick like all throughout the conversation. It wasn't Tourette's. Okay, it wasn't Tourette's. I know it wasn't Tourette's. It was something that he did all the fucking time when I would have this conversation. And it would literally go on throughout the conversation. He was a nice guy, but I was like, this guy is running from something, bro. Like, why the fuck you don't want to go home and play no video games at least once? I mean, great. Something, bro. Like this place, I get you got a goal. To achieve, but like even the greats take a half a day off. Even the greats take a day off. This nigga was trying to be great, but I saw him every day. And if I didn't see him, he was working. And I was like, dude, this guy is definitely running for something. And then I figured it out because I was right. After a long fucking time, I was right. I was fucking right. And then here's the thing. Here's when I say intimidating about dating. So I was like, I asked this chick not too long ago, I was like, why wouldn't you let me take you out? And she said, because I don't want to date you. And I said, why? And then I was like, why not? I'm fucking awesome. I said that because I was like, I was looking for an answer. Not because I was entitled to one. I just wanted to know, like, maybe, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was cool enough to at least get one date, right? And she was like, oh, because I don't want to date you. And then she was like, because I'm busy. And I was like, well, I actually know her, so she might be. So I accept that. But if she had hit me with the, oh, you're too immature shit, I was like, man, bitch, fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, if we were out of work, I wouldn't have. I would have said, man, fuck you. And because she, it's like, but the thing is she said she was like, I'm boring, but she knows I do awesome shit, or at least I try to do awesome shit, right? On a daily basis. So she probably can't keep up with that, but she's got her own thing and she ain't got to necessarily keep up with that. You know what I'm saying? To like feel secure, if that's why. But the shit I talk about, maybe. But I was like, man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Maybe the shit I do is maybe a tad bit intimidating. If all she does is motherfucking come home and go to work. You know what I'm saying? Renegade, I am signing the fuck out. This shit was so fun. Y'all enjoy.